Good morning. Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living, North Metro. I'm Reverend Michael Torphy.
I'm Reverend Valerie Torphy.
I'm Sheila Fawson.
I'm Greg Fawson. We do the production for the broadcast.
I'm Dr. Ernestine Garcia. I'll be doing the readings.
I'm Paul Landsittel. I am your musical spiriteer for today's service.
Hi, everybody.
Let us begin with evocation. If you would, close your eyes and just sense the energy that is all around you, that is within you, and feel that connection to the Holy Spirit. For right where each one of us is the Holy Spirit in all its glory, all its wisdom, all its intelligence, all its love. We embrace that part of us this day as we celebrate this day, this Sunday, for being alive, for being warm, for all the wonderful people in our lives. Indeed, we have a lot to be grateful for. So I know that this wonderful service unfolds in all its glory and splendor, and everybody that came or listening received exactly what you desire. That's what you came for. And for this, I am so grateful, eternally grateful. And in this gratitude, I just let it go by releasing it into the love and the law and simply saying all together.
And so it is.
So
So
it is.
it is.
Paul Landsittel. I love the first Sunday of the month. I was always wondering what it is you're going to come up with, and they're always great.
People gather throughout history to feel the holy mystery. From the four directions, ancestors come. Hear our prayers in the beat of the drum. With the holy smoke of burning sage, we'll light our candles as the darkness fades. Oh, I live for this on the longest night of the year. Summer is hibernating far away, deep in peace while winter has its way. Stars are glowing at the speed of light in heavenly peace neath the silent night. From Sagittarius to Capricorn, out of this world we are reborn. Oh, I live for this on the longest night of the year.
Thank you. That was awesome.
It's beautiful. Thank you.
Yeah. Celebrating the holiness of our planet is a good thing. All right, we'll be back to you shortly, but we have some things we need to announce.
The purpose of our spiritual community is to be supportive to all those who are seeking support, to practice and live unconditional love, to be non-judgmental and forgiving, to embrace oneness, to join all others who want to co-create a world that works for everyone, all cultures, all races, all sexual orientations, all life.
So it is.
So it is. So like us and check in on Facebook at cslnorthmetro.org. And you can go to contact us and add yourself to the email list. You can request prayer from the website and we'll pray on your request all week. And today's title is Forgiving, Not Forgetting. You've already met our fabulous musical spiriteer, Paul Landsittel. And today's reading is from God Spoke to Me by Caddy.
So we're breaking up again.
We are. And we're ready for the affirmations in the reading, right?
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. Dr. Garcia here, ready to read the affirmations. Affirmations for the week of December 3rd, 2023, written by Stephen Anthony. Please repeat after me. With each new day, my consciousness grows and expands.
With each new day, my consciousness grows and expands.
I transcend the illusion of separateness and embrace the oneness of life.
I transcend the illusion of separateness and embrace the oneness of life.
Each breath I take renews my being in loving radiance.
Each breath I take renews my being in loving radiance.
Spirit's everlasting love blesses every aspect of my life.
Spirit's everlasting love blesses every aspect of my life.
I hear God's wisdom in my inner silence and in every sound around me.
I hear God's wisdom in my inner silence and in every sound around me.
My life of pure joy is built upon the foundation of oneness.
My life of pure joy is built upon the foundation of oneness.
And together we say,
And so it is.
Okay, now for the reading is, as Reverend Valerie said, from the book God Spoke to Me by Caddy. God said, great patience is needed. Not only the one who is learning, but the one who is doing the teaching as well. If you do everything for a child, she will never learn, never stand on her own 2 feet and be independent, but will rely on you to do everything for her. So it is with a soul on a spiritual path. I have to sit back patiently and watch each soul make one mistake after another without interfering in any way. But when that soul cries out for help, I am there in an instant to encourage, to comfort, and direct, but never to do everything for that soul. All must learn to do their own work, but with me to guide and to direct. Be not dismayed or disheartened when you see a soul take the wrong path. Realize that it has some important lessons to learn and will learn more quickly in that way than in any other. As you think, so you are. Think loving, positive thoughts and see the sunshine break through and permeate everything with light, dispelling the dark clouds and bringing beauty and harmony everywhere. It is so easy to say, love one another. But it is a different matter to really do this. And together we pray, and so it is.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So once again, the great Paul Landsittel.
I'm gonna permeate this service with music. Kiss me home for Christmas under the mistletoe. We will be together just like long ago. Snow is falling like stardust from the heaven above. Through the silent night to the one I love. Kiss me home for Christmas. We'll hear the angels sing in all of heaven's glory. Peace on earth they bring. Light a candle in the window so I will know the way. Maybe I'll hitch a ride on Santa's sleigh. Kiss me home for Christmas. I'll see you tonight. We'll sing and dance, watch it snow, sit by the firelight. It's that time of year and I've come from so far. I'll be flying like a reindeer, following your star. Kiss me home for Christmas. Coming soon, coming soon.
Thank you, Paul. That's an original. And
Yes. Yes.
Is it new?
No, I've had it I don't know, a few
It
years.
was new to us.
Yeah, I don't really get a chance to sing it too much, but only once a year.
Yeah. Well, thank you for bringing it to this format. We appreciate it.
Sure.
And we'll be back to you. So, it's working.
Yay.
It's a miracle. Nope, spoke too soon. So those that are watching on the screen, you may see us breaking up, but you still can hear us, I assume. Yes? You think so?
I'm worried about this.
The sound is good. It doesn't break up the sound.
What if you left us? Is it possible to put us up just small? This is the second time I've taken this computer back, and it was okay last week, so I thought it would be okay this week, but I don't know what to do other than
Your voice doesn't chop up.
Yeah,
It's just,
just the video.
the video. So,
it's okay when somebody else is on the screen with us.
oh,
It's okay right now. If you want to just leave us on there, go for it.
I'm okay with that.
I think that's better than having us be just all choppy the whole time, because that's awful. That's awful to watch.
okay.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
If you don't mind.
No, not at all.
You okay?
You have an audience.
Okay. So here we are, the foursome, the great foursome, celebrating this day and life and all its obstacles that it may throw us, all its challenges that it gives us. It's good to be alive with all the stuff that's going on in the world. And maybe for some of you that may be going through something, life is still good. Know that. Mm-hmm. To be here, to play on this this format called Earth, and to meet all the people we meet, to enjoy all the experiences we have. Life is good all the time. When I was just a kid, me and my younger brother would play this game called, what we call it, rhyme games. And I invented it because I love playing with words all my life, ever since as far back as I can remember. I love playing with words. So this rhyme game, we would, one of us would say a word, and then we'd have to go back and forth rhyming it until somebody can't rhyme anymore, and that the other person wins. And then the other person gets to throw in a word. And another game we would play was fill in the blank. So I would say something like, my brother Dan is always, and then you have to fill in the blank. And so those were games we played. And so I thought I'd play around with forget and forgiving and forget. There's two ways of looking at it. First, as a solid word, as a word to forgive. And it's a challenge that a lot of us have sometimes, to be able to really feel forgiveness, because it's an energy that we feel when we bring up somebody's name or somebody who's done us wrong. There's a certain energy that we feel in our body, and it's not pleasant. And it is an indication that there's work to be done, because when the person challenges you and you want to get to forgiveness, it's not always an easy road, is it? Sometimes it's very difficult to get to that place of forgiveness. We don't have to forget in order to forgive, because when we get to a certain place and that energy isn't in us anymore, we can say the person's name and not feel anything. It's an indication that you've gone beyond forgiveness and are living in the wholeness and the allness of your own life. And as we always say, when we forgive, it's not about the other person, it's about our lives. It serves us in the highest form of life to be able to forgive. So when we remember this incident that happens in your life that caused unforgiveness, then we focus on remembering the breakthrough we had to forgiveness. So we're not remembering the incident. We're remembering what we got from the incident, the lesson we learned, the ability and the structure that it takes to get to the life of forgiveness. Because we all want to be happy, right? You want to be happy, right?
We do.
I want to be happy. Greg and Sheila, you want to be happy.
Sure.
And it's something we can attain. But as long as we're caring anything about anyone, then where are we? We're lost in the ocean of unforgiveness. So I believe that there's a power that we can tap into during this season. So many times we wait for New Year's to make a resolution, and then a week or two later, we're either still in it or we forgot about it, and we're not experiencing the resolution we set. So, thinking of the word forgiveness, I'm calling out to everybody that wants to play this game with me, and think of a person or an incident. It could be an incident that happened or something that's going on in the world that you want to find forgiveness in. And let us today claim that area of forgiveness that we want to concentrate on. By doing this, praying for this every day of the week. So say I want to forgive so-and-so. So-and-so still irks me, still gets on my every nerve. And when I think of so-and-so or somebody says so-and-so's name, I just feel this horrible energy and I just want to release it. So this month, every day of this month, I will pray for forgiveness for so-and-so once every day. And I challenge you to join me, because if we're all together as a community working on forgiveness, there's a certain power that can take place on the community level that can explode on the planetary level, because we're empowering the spirit, our spiritual self. We're empowering that person within that is one with God, one with all creation, and we're using it for our own benefit. So I want to talk about forgiving and forgetting with a dash between the for and the giving, the for and the getting. When I say I'm forgiving, that means I'm for the act of giving. Giving what? Well, giving love, giving energy to the planet that helps to change things. It brings forth peace. So I'm going to be for something, forgiving. Forgetting is just the opposite of forgiving, because I'm forgetting things and not forgiving things. And at Christmas time, during the season, it's a wonderful thing to experience, the act of forgiving. I'm forgiving you presence and forgiving you love, and forgetting presence and love. It's another way of looking at this season. And I challenge you to find something that you can give to the planet, a place of love in your prayers. Probably the most obvious is to pray for peace in all those areas where there's conflict. So when I'm praying to give my love and my heart and my light to those places where there's little hope, then I'm doing my part in the spiritual realm by joining and calling forth all those who want peace. It's possible. So again, when there was a time when I got kind of belligerent. I was really so sick of Christmas and its commercialization and its everything. So I decided I was going to give Jesus a present. Now, I was in my 20s, and the present I was going to give Jesus was to fast from Christmas to New Year's, through New Year's. And I became a headache for everybody that was caught up in my fasting. For instance, we went to a family dinner to this place called, I don't know, it was named after a side of meat. And everybody was ordering the meat. They brought this cart up with the meat and they cut it right in front of you. And here I am drinking tomato juice and sort of forcing my will on other people by judging that they were judging me, so I would judge them back. And it was an interesting time, because what I learned from that, and I'll never forget that experience, what I learned from that was I don't have to give things up. That was the Catholic part of me, giving things up, doing without, in order to enjoy Christmas. We can give the gifts that we do as a symbol of our love, whether it's a tie or a pair of shoes or a brand new car. Well, that would be pretty good.
That would be pretty good.
We can give those, but we can also get, because we're forgiving and we're forgetting. But when I think about it, most people would get more out of giving than they do getting. There's a joy in seeing somebody light up from a gift that you give. And it's a good thing to be for something and against nothing. That's a motto that we can all live by and enjoy. So join me in the forgiving challenge and see where it takes you. Even if it's just a little inkling, a little window of, oh, I did forget, and then you're back into the judging again. Even if it's a small little window, that the objective is to get to a place where whoever we're forgiving, and we think about them, they no longer have an energy about them. You're healed. Your turn.
So I did the same thing. So I started with this being the season of giving and getting, and how it's been easier for me to give than to receive most of my life. It's like I want to give and I want to give and I want to give. And I can remember when my sister reminded me that sometimes instead of trying to give something she was giving me back, I just learned to say, thank you. And so I think everything is in balance. The giving and the getting is in balance. And when we're out of balance by only receiving, and when we're out of balance by only giving, then we're not in that energy of the peace that and the joy that comes with giving and receiving. So this is from the Pathway of Roses. I really love this. The act of giving produces just as much joy as the act of receiving, because both add to the richness of existence. And so I just really started, I just think that's just so important to remember that we give and we receive, and that it's an equal thing, the giving and the receiving. And this is from the Wisdom of No Escape by Pema Chodron. She said, loving kindness is a sense of satisfaction with who we are and what we have. The path of loving kindness is a sense of wonder where we realize a kinship with all humanity. And our goal is to develop loving kindness for ourselves and for others. And so as we just begin to give and to receive, and that's giving love, and it's also giving gifts, and it's giving to the planet, and it's learning to receive. But also, I think it's forgiving and forgetting. And so I think it's important to forgive, and we can forget the hurt, but we don't want to forget the lesson.
Yeah.
So thinking about the forgiving and forgetting, just in the process of forgiving, we want to absolutely be clear on that. And we don't have to remember the person or the situation or any of that, but we do want to get the lesson so we don't have to do that one again.
Yeah.
So that, so we're doing that all the way through our lives. We're giving, we're receiving, we're forgiving, we're forgetting even why we were angry, maybe at that person or that situation, but not the lesson. And so I had a couple of other things I really wanted to say here too. Oh, this is from Ernest Holmes. Whomever we meet in the spirit of letting God's grace flow through us. And I just think about that. What would that be like to really, truly, in every situation, realize that that's God's grace and God's love flowing through us? Just imagine, just in every situation. And I know I've talked about this before, but I just think about it this time of year, that time when I'm in the used store at ARC, and I decided I needed a new set of Christmas dishes. So I'm over there, and it's really funny. They put stuff out on the shelves, and they just put everything on the shelves, and so the dishes are all mixed up, and I was looking for a particular design, and pretty soon there's a whole row of people sorting out the plates that I wanted for me. And if every shopping experience were as joyful as that particular one was, and then some other people would find something that they liked and they'd start collecting that one, that was probably the most joyous time shopping I have ever had, because I don't know, there were at least 6 women going through all those dishes, sorting them out so that the people that were looking for them could have the ones they wanted. And none of us knew each other. And every single one of us was in the process of making sure everybody got what they wanted.
Mhm.
And to me, that is absolutely the spirit of giving, and the spirit of loving kindness, and the spirit of joy. And as we remember that, as we go out through our day, I think there are things that I let get to me, and I think this person shouldn't have done that, or shouldn't have said that, or shouldn't have. And I think I'm moving way farther on that. We were talking about a person yesterday that is an acquaintance that is at from my sister's house, and that person doesn't know how to stop talking or disengage when it's time to let go. And you can walk out of the house and he follows you. I remember I was with him one time, walked up to the bedroom and closed the door. He was still standing there talking to me.
I got experience a couple of years ago also, but I kind of liked it for most of the time. But there was a time where I knew we had to stop, and it didn't stop.
Well, yeah, no, so it's just a really interesting situation. I mean, he's a really nice person, and he's had a lot of trauma in his life. And so as much as I can, I like to give the gift of listening, but then there's a point where it's so I'm closing the door now. It's time to stop. And I don't know. I guess I've said enough about that. I don't think I let that make me mad or anything, though. And I think there might have been a time when I'd have maybe started blaming or started, thinking that I needed a shame or something. But I did also need to take care of myself. It's like, I'm not going to stay up all night so I can just listen to you when I should be sleeping either. So it's kind of a, I'm willing to be present, and I need to take care of myself. And I think that's a thing we need to learn as we're going along, is doing the work that we're doing. I loved from the reading when God said to Eileen that we have to be left alone to learn our lessons and have our experiences. And then as we ask for help, then that's when we receive it.
Mhm.
I thought that was just really important, because, and I think that's important with little children too. It's like sometimes it's so easy when they're struggling with something to just jump right in and fix it for them. And they do need to have the experience of working it out for themselves. And when they do work it out, they're so proud of themselves. And it's such a big thing. And by rushing in and taking care of it for them, that then I take that joy away from them of the experience of solving the thing themselves.
So another important element, and it's probably the most important element, is forgiving yourself.
Uh-huh.
Because we can get to the place of forgiveness for that other person, but then we're left with a void because we didn't forgive ourselves for forgiving them. We forget to forgive ourselves for forgiving them, and that's just another stage of forgiveness, because once you break through and you feel that that energy is mostly gone, then you get to work at a deeper level and take it to another place that really frees up a lot of spiritual mistakes that you may have made in the past. When you self-correct one thing in the present, then it kind of forms a chain all the way back to other things, and a chain forward to opening up the path to a wider place, easier to see, easier to know the steps to take. So it's an important thing to know that at the center of forward and past is you. And you get to make the choice of forgiving anything that may happen in the future and everything that's happened in the past. And that's a powerful thing. It's a higher level way of the work on your spiritual path. There's always higher levels that you can experience in this realm. So I don't know if you feel like I do, why not get to the highest level before we leave this planet? Because that means we will land someplace that's higher than if we hadn't done any of the work in the first place. So I just want to acknowledge all the work that you're all doing, all the consciousness that you've risen to, the greatness that you're experiencing now in your life. And for those that may think, I can't do this stuff you're talking about, it's just too hard. I'm not capable of doing it. I'm telling you, yes, you can. Because if one person can achieve nirvana in a certain area of their life, all can. If one person can forgive, we all can. Because we all have the same abilities, we all have the same source, we all come from the same love. And no matter what yours looks like, it's important for the planet. Anything else?
I think I'm done. Pray us.
Yeah. So close your eyes if you would. And just let go. Right here, right now. Let go of everything that's happened up until this point in time. And get centered in the allness of this moment, which is constant. This moment. Everything is in divine order. This moment, feel the love that dwells within you, the love that's all around you. This moment, connect to the center of your being. This moment, recognizing at the center is pure joy, pure love, pure inspiration, peace, power, goodness, abundance, radiant health, inspiration, creativity. In this moment, it is all right where you are, right where I am. And we together, let's name this moment God.
Yes.
For God dwells as all life, as all creation. For God is the creator and the creation. Knowing this, I ask you to just think about one thing you would like to accomplish this week, not in the physical realm, but in the spiritual realm, whether it's peace, harmony, joy, freedom. Just think of one thing and get a feeling what it would be like if you were experiencing that one thing right now. How would you feel? What would be different about you? And Now I want you to think of one thing, one person that you want to forgive. Bring that thing, that person, to the forefront of your mind and see it. See him or her. And just, how does that make you feel in this moment? Perhaps you've felt nothing. Perhaps that would be that you have finally accomplished the act of forgiveness for that person, that thing. You can go beyond that because you are a divine light. So I call forth on everybody that's within the sound of my voice to now see peace like a blanket that covers the planet, like a soft, cozy blanket that covers the planet, and everything that is unlike peace falls back to the nothingness from which it comes. And we can feel it, we can experience it as if it's already here, it's already done, for it is. And so I surround you with light and love. And know that as you pray each day for whatever you're wanting to forgive, layers fall off. Layers of angst, of anger fall off, and forgiveness is revealed. I give thanks for each and every person that has joined us today, knowing that who you are makes a difference to this world. I see the love within you, and I know it expresses wherever you go and whatever you do. And so there's nothing left to do but just say thank you. Thank you, God. Thank you, life. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. My heart is filled with gratitude, knowing that something has been revealed today, and that something is grace. And so knowing that the word is complete and that everyone is safe, is supported, and is loved, I can now let go, let God, and simply let it be. And together we say,
And
so it is.
Amen. Amen. Ashe, aho, and woo-hoo!
Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. From now on, troubles will be out of sight. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay. From now on, troubles will be miles away. Here we are as in olden days, happy golden days of yore. Faithful friends who are dear to us, gather near to us once more. Through the years we all will be together if the fates allow. Hang a shining star across the highest bough. Have yourself a merry little Christmas now. Have yourself a merry little Christmas now. Merry Christmas. Peace to all.
And you have yourself a merry little Christmas, Paul. Thank you. We'll be back to you shortly. Got some business to take care of. So just think of forgiving and what it would be like, how you'd feel if what you give made all the difference in the world, that everything was freed, everything became perfectly in order with the universe. And just see what that would feel like. So right now we're giving you the opportunity to feel it as you give in this one place. You can give everywhere, but giving in this one place, we're going to focus on what it's like to get. Because as you give, you get. So shine your light at this basket. Or do you need to say something?
Well, so you can go to our website, cslnorthmetro.org, and you can also use the QR code, which may come up on the screen, and it may not, since we still seem to be having the frozen thing right now. It's all on the website, though, cslnorthmetro.org, and any and everything that you give to help us continue to do this thing we're doing, we appreciate.
Yeah. So shine your light at the basket and repeat after me. I'm so grateful for this opportunity that opens within me.
I am so grateful for this opportunity that opens within me
and gives from my heart
and gives from my heart
and changes my life
and changes my life
and changes the life of everybody around us.
and changes the life of everybody around us.
For this, I am grateful.
For this, I am grateful.
Simply let it go and let it God.
So I simply let go and let God.
And allow it to be.
Allow it to be.
And so it is.
Hey.
Next.
So we're ready for Paul?
We are.
One more time.
What's all the fuss about? Why can't people just get along? You know, we got a lot of good we ought to be talking about. Everybody knows that there's a better way. We're all hoping and praying that one day there'll be love all around the world. There'll be peace and understanding all around the world. There'll be joy all around the world. There'll be happy children singing all around the world. Can't you just feel it? It's everywhere. It's a powerful spirit up in the air. Won't be a reason to sing the blues. There won't be nothing on the radio but some good news. There'll be love all around the world. There'll be peace and understanding all around the world. There'll be joy all around the world. There'll be happy children singing all around the world. You know, we're going to bring about a positive change, but I can't help thinking about how it keeps on getting so strange. How do we get away from all the misery and pain and still feel the sunshine in the pouring rain? There'll be love all around the world. There'll be peace and understanding all around the world. There'll be joy all around the world. There'll be happy children singing all around the world. There'll be happy children singing all around the world.
That was great. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Hey.
Looks like we're going around the world on a screen.
I know.
Hey, we're all kind of color coordinated.
Sorta.
Red.
Yeah, look at that.
But my
That's
blue
amazing.
sweater comes out purple.
Yeah. And Greg's got the same, he's got the Christmas stuff. Or that you have.
Happy snow time.
Yep.
Great songs, Paul.
Yeah, thanks.
Nice
Thank you.
collection. Appreciate it.
Sure, it was a great service. Good readings and good talk.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I feel inspired with a fuzzy blanket of peace all around the world.
And I will need to pick out my angel cards because my word for this coming week is forgiveness.
Nice.
Wow.
Oh. Uh-huh.
Wow.
Thank
Good
you.
one.
Are you joining us?
Yes, that's why I put my sweater on. I'm getting ready to come over.
All right.
All right.
And Paul and Sheila, we're holding you in the light for divine healing.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah. And I'm like your challenge. I'm going to do your challenge for the week. Keeping forgiveness in mind and yeah, really great.
Just include it in your daily prayers.
You know, for me, it's so weird. It's like it's easier for me to forgive others than it is for me to forgive myself for allowing myself to be lied to, or for allowing blah 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 blah. You know, I can just really get on myself that I should have known better. And you know, the truth is, if we knew better, we'd do better.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. We be responsible for our part in it.
Right. And be willing to be kind to ourselves as well.
Mhm.
And we get the joy of so many lessons.
Yes.
Yep.
Hmm.
Okay. So for those of you who are joining us on Zoom, the link's in the comments. And if you miss it there, it's on the website, cslnorthmetro.org under the calendar. So we hope to see you on Zoom.
Yeah. Bye, everybody.
You're gonna benedict us out?
Oh,
Oh,
Oh, okay.
so we're waiting for us. I was like, I'll forgive myself for that. And with a joyous heart. I'm so grateful. Grateful for this day, grateful for this teaching, grateful for all of those who help us produce this service every week, and for those who attend, and for those who watch it and watch later, and for everyone around the world. I just surround us all with love and with peace and with joy and with absolute gratitude. And I surround all of those places where there is war, where people are feeling unsafe in their homes and fleeing, and just surrounding our planet with love and with light and with peace and with joy. And that we know there's enough for everyone. And so I just surround each and every one of us with that divine love and that divine light and that divine guidance as we go through this week. And in absolute gratitude for knowing this is so, I release it, I let it go. And together we say, and so it is.
So it is.
all right.
I hope to see you on Zoom.
See you
Yes.
next time. Okay, bye-bye.
Yeah.